I now recognize the gentleman from the Northern Mariana Islands. Mr. Sablan, you're recognized for 5 minutes for questioning.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair, for holding this hearing. I want to welcome our witness, General Fong, and of course her assistant, and General Fong. I will eventually reach out to your office for an issue with operations in my district in the Northern Mariana Islands, and it's sometimes difficult relationship with the region office in Hawaii. But for today, in your report on the USDA Office of Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights, I'll call it Oscar, could you confirm whether civil rights complaints from the U.S. territories were examined?
I do not know the answer to that, whether we had any of those complaints in our sample. If I had to say, I would say that USDA's jurisdiction Oscar's jurisdiction would extend to any USDA programs wherever they're offered, so that the jurisdiction and the authority is there. But I don't know if we looked at any complaints specifically from your district.
Okay, and how do we get your office to look at complaints, if there are any out there that have not been looked at? We're just so isolated, so remote, that we get looked over so many times.
We would be happy to reach out to your staff and discuss the most effective way to do that. Okay, and Gil, if you have anything else to offer, Gil, please comment.
Yeah, I was just going to offer that we can first take a look at the 28 complaints that are in our sample, just to confirm, where they are and if there are any complaints from the Northern Mariana Islands, excuse me, and also reach out and have a discussion about concerns with complaints in that area.
Yeah. And Mr. Harden, when you're looking at it, look for the Northern Mariana Islands and Guam, because we are an outpost that are several times removed from the region office. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. And so, General, in your testimony, you state that the OASCR does not evaluate and process all complaints for USDA, and it relies on the assistance of two organizations, FNS and HUD. And these two organizations completed 59% of USDA civil rights complaints during the period that your OIG evaluated and processed complaints more quickly than OASCR, more than 600 days and more than 200 days on average, respectively, in fiscal year 2019, as compared to 799 days on average for all complaints. So why do you believe that FNS and HUD process complaints more quickly than Oscar? Well, are there lessons from the processes that could be applied to OASCR's process itself?
I think you make a very interesting point, that the complaints handled by FNS and HUD were handled in a more timely manner than some of the others. I think what we would be concerned about is that none of those timeframes really comport with the timeframes that the agency was holding itself to, and were much too lengthy. But Gil may have some further insight on that.
I agree. It is a very interesting question that I would have to go back and talk to the team and see if we have any information that would inform discussion in that area. And if we do, we can get back to the Congressman on either way, whether we do or we don't.
Thank you again for that. And Madam Chair, I have no other questions. I thank the witnesses and I yield my time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sablan.